Hello everyone, Steve Smith here. Welcome to another reason to despise this broken country we live in. The broke Isles of Britannia. The strange collection of countries where politicians just seem to care more about football than they do about the well-being of the people who live in those countries. So, without further ado, let's get to this tweet. Now, today's video, this very quick video, is about the European Super League. With whatever you think of the European Super League, that's cool, that's your prerogative. I personally do not think it's a political issue. Football at that level is a big money business. This European Super League thing, this is just two big money companies fighting over who has rights to big money business. I don't think politics should be involved in this. If needed, the courts can step in and rule on certain things, but should politics be focusing on that as opposed to focusing on what people are happening in people's lives? No, I don't think they should. Now, let's get right to the tweet that's on screen there. As you can see, this is a tweet by Michelle Maher. Boris Johnson has announced that he's going to be having a meeting in Downing Street today about the European Super Cup. This is as the tweet says there, this is the Prime Minister who missed 5 Cobra meetings at the start of the pandemic, which aided the UK in hitting its grand total of over 150,000 deaths due to a pandemic. Now, there's also the situation that where was this reaction to the reports that people were losing their jobs, that people were going hungry? Myself and literally millions of other people have not had any help from government during the pandemic. We lost our jobs, we got no help. We've got no help to do anything, to get income, jobs, anything, but just no help. And yet now, Boris Johnson is literally dropping everything so he can have emergency meetings about football, which is a private business, which the income generated by football does not impact people's lives. It is a game, right? Now that was bad enough, right? That got me annoyed, but we expect this from Boris Johnson. You know, he's a total clown. This is what he does. He's a clown. He avoids his responsibilities and he just says what he thinks is going to win him the support of the people on that day. He's a weather vane. He is not a signpost. He is a weather vane. He blows whatever way the wind is blowing, well, as long as that wind is lined with money, you know. But then this happened. This is the bit that really annoyed me. The leader of the opposition, Keir Starmer. We've called an emergency meeting with football fans. Labour will support the fans in rising up against the European Super League and taking back control of the game. And with that, I just wanted to scream. I could not believe what I was reading. This man is supposed to be holding government to account. He's never did anything. As I've said at the start of the video, there's millions of people that have had no help during the pandemic, and he has not done a thing to help them. He's not done a thing to oppose government in a way that would help people like me or the millions of other people. Yet today, football, we need to do something about football. Not only has he motivated himself, but he's motivated the rest of his shadow cabinet to hold football account. Now, from a media standpoint, from an analysis standpoint, let's look at this tweet. The tweet that he's actually put out is disgusting. We've called an emergency meeting with football fans. Where was his emergency meeting with the people that have got no jobs? Where was his emergency meeting for the people that have got no incomes? Where was his emergency meeting for the people that have lost their jobs due to COVID-19? There was none of that. Not one iota of that. And in that sentence alone, he shows that he cares more about appeasing football fans on Facebook than he does people that are going hungry and people that are like really needing some help in their lives. And then, if that bit's not bad enough, we've got the kicker. He wants to take back control of the game. He is literally using Brexit discourse in football. He's trying to trigger people on football fans on Facebook, which I know this is a fact because I've done my research and I've had to mark it within that bubble. They're mainly racist. The majority of football fans on Facebook are racist. And now, people might want to discount that. I understand there's millions of people that are not racist and they're totally cool on Facebook. But when you put a message like that out to Facebook, it is being targeted at that sort. It's being targeted at your more right-wing people who are skinheads, thugs and stuff like that. That is the majority of your football support on Facebook. So for him to say this and then to use the term taking back control, It's disgusting. But yeah, the Brexit stuff is disgusting. Like, using Brexit discourse and this whole divisiveness to take back control again, that's bad. But what really annoys me is just that, again, Keir Starmer is showing he is not opposition. He is just doing exactly the same thing as Boris Johnson is doing. And yeah, there's the kicker. He is showing that he cares more about football than he does people going hungry. He cares more about the football fans, about the football teams in this country, and more importantly, who gets to make money off of football in this country, than he does about people like you, me, people going hungry, kids going hungry, the whole shebang. This country is broken. The UK is broken. This country is just, it's gone. It's so bad. It's like, if I wasn't so strong, I would just weep. It's just terrible. But yeah, that's it. Follow the channel, whatever. I don't know how to close that video, because quite frankly, I am absolutely pig and furious.